Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 56 of Direwolf20s. How are you guys getting out? Oh, this is open? Oh, my bad. Yeah, cool. That makes sense, I guess. Where'd you go? There you went. Episode 56, hello, Enigmatica series. What's up? How's it going? Hey, last episode we did some fun stuff with bees, didn't we? Yeah, we did. We got a lot of stuff done with bees. And between episodes, I went ahead and started expanding this area. I kind of mentioned at the end of last episode that I might double it up because the bees were running into each other and causing a little bit of a traffic jam. So mission accomplished. I did that. So I basically doubled the interior area, which gives them more than enough room to pathfind around each other at this point. And as you can see, they're doing everything I would want them to do. See? Not a problem. Sweet. How cool is that? And it may not be perfect. You may not get a perfect 10, transformations, but it's enough. It's enough. It works. So in today's episode, what I was thinking of doing was potentially... Is that glass? It is glass. Good. Working on the beehive, right? So two things. One, maybe we set up a little campfire underneath the beehive. That might be a cool plan. Campfire. So that it's always smoky, right? Always good to go-y. And that would be cool. Bonfire lit. So now he's smoked true. So that we don't have to worry about detecting. So what we want to do is I want to detect when this honey level is 5, aka the hive is ready to be harvested. Because when the hive is ready to be harvested, we want to smack it with some shears, right? So we're going to need some kind of user, and I've not come up with a good plan for this yet. Do we even have mechanical users in this pack? I always I play so many packs, I do so many things. There's just lots and lots of, I get lost in what pack has what. But I'm pretty sure there must be something in this pack that I can use to simulate a user. I would hope. A clicker or a user or something like that. We'll figure it out. What do we got here? All this stuff. Blazing Infuser. What do we have that's like a clicker? Whatchamacallit should be able to do it, right? Something, the thing? Modular routers. I've given a lot of use of modular routers out of here, right? Modular routers has an item user, doesn't it? Speed upgrade, stack upgrade, void module. One of these guys is a user, I want to say. Dropper, distributor, detector. I don't think this detects like we think it detects. We can check it out. Do we have the book for modular routers? I'm assuming we do. Modular routers. Augments. Modules. I don't think detector... Specific items in the buffer. If the buffer contents are matched, the modular's filter will emit a redstone signal in the configured direction. Yeah, no, it doesn't detect redstone signals. But I'm almost certain there's a user of some kind. These are upgrades. Energy, blast, void. Where is the user? I know there's one somewhere. Flinger, fluid. Activator module. That's what we want. That's what we want. Activator module. Yes, please. We're going to want a couple dispensers. We can probably just make a bunch of these in advance because we know we're going to always need a few dispensers somewhere. Activator module, right? So you, sir, if I put shears in here, let me get a fresh, well, yeah, I guess we'll get a fresh set. In the buffer, because we're not going to be sending items around. We're just going to leave the shears in the buffer at all times. And I want you to redstone mode high, which means only activate when you have a redstone signal. Yeah, pulsed actually is what I want. Activate on pulse, okay? And then we're going to activator module on the right, action right click, sneak is no, look level is normal, empty blacklist means click whatever you want. And now, in theory, when I have a button module dude here, ready to go, and we should have some kind of vacuum ready thingy. Vacuumulator, Ender Hopper, which one of these two should we do? Maybe an Ender Hopper from Dark Utilities. Have we done that yet? in this thing. All right, so let's plop an ender chest with an ender hopper, right? And he'll just vacuum up any items nearby, so that if I give you a redstone pulse... you were kind of slow about that, Chief. Not quite as fast as I was hoping for. I wanted, like, before I had a chance to magnet it up. How fast is the vacuumulator? I still haven't automated redstone servos. Dyer, please. How fast are you at vacuuming up items? Pretty slow. Pretty slow. Pop, pop, pop. Look at them all go. Yeah, I wonder if I could augment you with this? Do you think they fit in there? I mean, I'm assuming, like, this doesn't? These things don't? I have no idea, to be honest with you. Which upgrades the vacuumulator can accept. But it's worth a try. Nope. I was hoping it might speed it up a little bit. We could also use modular routers for the vacuuming. That's another option, obviously. Or I could, I mean, like, it works, right? It's just if I happen to be standing here, it's not ideal. Hey. Thank you. Right? Like, it'll eventually... It takes a few seconds, but it gets her done. I mean, it's not bad. It's just if I'm standing here, it'll magnet it in my inventory. But that's not a big deal. I don't think so, at least. I could always make that flower that, you know, negates the magneting. That could be fine. Alright, so we've got you ready to vacuum up, right? So now we just need to detect a redstone signal of 5 or higher, right? So what we could do... What did we have here? I know we did something for detecting a redstone signal. What did we do in the end? You know, it wasn't that long ago, and I still have no idea. But we did something. It was one of these guys, right? What did we do in the... Oh, we did it for mob... Well, hang on. Let's pop to the end. I forget what I did. Does anybody remember what I did? Because I don't. I know I did something that was cool for detecting a specific redstone strength. So, end portal. You know, it was XNet, wasn't it? It was XNet that we did. XNet might work. XNet might work. Is that how we did it? Yeah, we totally did XNet for detecting these shenanigans, right? Okay. So let's do that. Yeah, I like XNet. XNet works. It's a nice, you know, simple, straightforward approach. And that thing's still floating down there. I just checked to see if the tablet is still sitting there, because it's been many days now since that pool has been full. And the tablet's just chilling there, not dissipating. Alright, so an XNet controller. And you're gonna get... power... I probably just want a basic ender gate, right? Do you not know how to make these ender cores? How do we make ender cores? It's that? I should have that automated, shouldn't I? Why were you offline looking? Why were you offline looking? I didn't like the look of that. What was that about? Well, actually, no. I just want to teach you. That should be fine, right? It's been so long since I set this up, I super don't remember how it works. But ender, that's gonna go, and I think you have to be filtered. Yeah, ender core is already in it. So how did I have the ender core filtered, but like not? I don't even know. Sweet, sweet. I love it when things work. And my power's all good, yes? Yeah, no, we have plenty of RF. Okay. And you are not getting enough power. Why are you not getting enough power? Do what now? Why are you offline looking? You should not be having power problems, sir. Are you drawing more RF than the basic energy cables can send you? Okay, that would absolutely be the problem. I don't know when that started. Probably when I set up the other thing. So you've got basic energy cables running under there. You know what I could do? Oh, right. Yeah, no, you need power, don't you? Yeah. If I snagged you... That should keep things happy, yes? Problem solved. Crisis averted. I was like, what's up with the power? Why are you so... It's probably because I added that networky dude. Alright, so back to this. So we're going to want a basic energy cable there. Okay. Oh, right, vacuum hopper. I'm like, where did the dirt go that I just broke? Oh, right, vacuum hopper is a thing. We should have this turned off until we're ready to actually start doing stuff. Okay, but this is very simple. Redneck connector, boom and boom. Red connector, why you don't want to connect? How do I force you to connect? I think there's a way. You know what we could do? A comparator is what we're going to want anyway. No, I think, are you going to... Because he doesn't output on the right. Yeah. So what we're going to need to do is have the connector on the front here. It's a little bit meh, but it is what it is. I don't love that that's how it looks, but... eh. So we're going to want a logic channel, and you're going to be a sensor for redstone signal greater than or equal to 5. Now, in theory, it should never go above 5. So technically, we can use equal to 5, right? So let's just do that. And we're going to output white signal. And then on the modular router, we're going to create an output, enable on color white, number of ticks for operation 10. Now, also in theory, you can whack this guy with shears as much as you want. And it's not going to do nothing unless honey level's at 5. So, in theory, this is completely unnecessary, right? It's completely unnecessary to do this. This is true. This is true. Because in theory, I could just set you to, like, always mode, and he'll just sit there whacking the shears at the thing, and nothing's going to happen until it fills up with honey, obviously. And then once it does fill up with honey... So, I mean, like, is this whole automation even necessary? I feel like the answer's no. I feel like the answer's no. Like, let's just skip it and keep it simple. Yeah? You're getting there. I'm going to take off my magnet for this. Just 'cause. See? So, like, who needs the detect? Who needs to detect it? Let it sit there. It'll just constantly hit it, and when it's ready to go, it just pops. I think that there's literally no reason not to do that. Now, the only other thing I think I'm going to set up is an interface from refined storage. I'm going to pop him right... You know where I'm going to put him? I'm going to put him right here. How's that sound? With some cables. Look at how neat Dyer's being. Look at how neat Dyer's being. Okay? And actually not yet on you. So what I would like is a polar module Mark II. Yeah, I'm going to skip the whole XNet bit. And you're going to be bound to this. And you're just going to pull an empty blacklist from him all the time. Why? Because I'm going to program you to have shears here. And I'm going to give you a crafting card here. And then we're going to teach our buddy how to craft shears. Okay. So by doing this, what we should get is the interface should have shears sitting in it now, waiting to be picked up. And then what we can do is feel confident in the fact that when this shear gets fully used up, in the very far distant future, boom, it's going to get auto-restocked with another batch of shears, and he's going to auto-craft another set of shears. How cool is that? I like it. I'll just void those extra shears, because I've got too many shears at this point. I think that's cool. Yes? Yes. Alright, so that's your deal, right? When the shears get used up, boom, another one shows in because of the polar module. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I love it. So you're consistently smoked. You're vacuum upgrading you're vacuuming up the items, right? You guys are making, you know, honey. This is fully automated at this point. This is 100% I'm done. I think that's pretty neato. Now the only thing is, if I want, if I want to do quartz, we're gonna have to mirror this setup with netherrack. Yeah. Can I see all the things that netherrack can convert into with the bees? Because that would be cool. Ritual of the Forest. Blocker fluid mutations. Yes, you can turn into cobalt ore, you can turn into glowstone. That would actually be cool with the glowstone bee. Right? You can turn into obsidian with the obsidian bee. That's neat. Quartz. And that's it. So quartz and glowstone would probably be the two bees that I would want to do in a netherrack setup. So I feel like I'd want an identical setup in this. Now, netherrack, can I make you with energized smelter, pulverizer? Is there like a infinite netherrack? Silky cobblegen. Cobblegen. Maybe? The stonework generation can do it. It uses up water and lava, but the stonework factory can make netherrack. So we could set up a material stonework factory, though I would wager that my... Oh, actually my stuff is there. That's cool. So I didn't have to break and replace my... Though I bet it maybe because we ran out of power. Yeah, I would wager that's why. Probably the power flickering is why the connector worked. Yeah, I don't know why that's doing that, but whatever. So do I want to set up like a whole mirrored environment for this? I probably could. Because what I could do is we could get our copy-paste gadget. And now's as good a time as any to test this bad boy, right? So maybe here? Is that fair? 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll just kind of mirror the whole setup. If I try to vein mine you, no, you're going to vein mine all the things. Sweet. Alright, so let's try... Basically, let's put you in copy mode. We're going to copy you to you. Man, it's been so long since I've played with and worked on this mod that I really hope it all works out. Oh wow, look at you, like, all doing the things. Are you going to accept tile entities on this copy? I mean, yes? Maybe? I guess? Let's put constructors and destructors down. Let's see what happens. 20 constructors, 20 destructors, some cables, right? I mean, let's go for broke. I don't have any grass, but dandelions I should have a couple of. Okay, some cables looks good. I'll let everything craft and be right back. I'm curious if this will work. Meh. Alright, so if I'm looking at all this stuff here, I don't think I need the interface because I can connect the modular router to the same interface. I might do modular router. Let's just see if this works. I have no idea if it's going to work or not. I legitimately have no idea. I don't need another network receiver. I haven't made the beehive yet. I will. And that looks cool. So, we'll see. Building Gadgets was never meant to work with tile entities, and I think at some point along the porting realm, somebody got it working, or it's like a bug that it works. And like, back when it was originally made in 1.12, it was a bad idea. I think these days it's a more tolerable and acceptable thing. And it seems to have worked out alright. But maybe we should do a quick old manual backup, just in case. Just in case. I don't have all the confidence in the world that tile entities are going to work right here. But I guess we'll see. It will be pretty cool if they do, though, right? I mean, I'm just saying it would be cool. Right? It looks pretty good. Alright. I mean, it looks like it worked, right? It really does. It really does look like it worked, doesn't it? That's bananas. That's bananas. That is pretty wild, sir. I don't know how or why, but it absolutely seems to have worked. And I am down with that. Y'all are working. Cool. We just have to reprogram the constructors and destructors, and we had to reprogram them anyway because we need netherrack rather than anything else, right? So destructors, we're gonna blacklist netherrack. So I'm just gonna do this off camera. I'm amazed, frankly, that that actually worked, but I guess it makes sense. That's cool. I'm excited that tile entities work now. I really legitimately am. So destructor's good. Like I said, off camera. Be right back. Alright, it looks like it's working, at least, right? As I program all these guys to have netherrack in them, it's placing them. Man, I love the shrink mod. How great is this little shrink mod? It's literally the coolest. Okay, that looks cool, right? So you're going to do that, you're going to do that, you're going to do all that. And then we just need another tier 4 beehive. So we're going to need to upgrade you with... We're going to need 4 of these. How are we for honey? I don't think we have much honey at all. So we're going to want that centrifuge. We should probably do something with this. What kind of... woody honeycomb, sure. Should be fine, right? Yeah, that works. We'll do iron too once this is all cleared out. But we're going to need a handful of honey bottles, right? I forget exactly how many we need, but I think it's 4 per block. Am I right about that? I'm pretty sure that's accurate. Pretty sure that's accurate. And hey, we'll get a bunch of iron chunks too while we're at it. We should do something with this. I'm not quite sure how I want to handle the honeycomb processing, right? Because you need honeycombs for some things, but then you can also process it into other things. So it's not like raw iron where you always want to smelt it into iron bars. Like, you still need the raw version for some crafts, like the craft we're about to do, right? We need the sooty honeycomb. What's funny is that it's not showing up. Oh, because it's all in here. Well, yeah, no, that makes sense now, doesn't it? Yes, it definitely does. Did you not make any honey? Because that kind of stinks. Do these things not always make honey? Oh, I guess not. Oh, some of them are really low percentages. Like, that's a 2% chance at honey. Wowzers. Okay. 1% chance. That is, alright, 25% chance with the sandy honeycomb. At least you have a better chance. Invar honeycombs have a very low chance. And you're a 20% chance from... Okay. The woody honeycombs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you can be a tier 4 beehive. Good to go. He might need to be a tier 3. Is that all I have is a tier 1? How did I only have a tier 1 beehive? I thought I had another one that was higher tier. What did I do with it? Maybe I did not do it. So you can't upgrade directly? So we're going to have to do this. And then you're going to have to go to a tier 3 beehive first. So you need honeycomb blocks. Okay. Or no. You need beeswax blocks, that's right. Cool. And then we need another batch of honeycomb blocks, which we'll figure out in a sec. So hive tier 3. Good. And then hive tier 4 is going to need more. Was it quest completion? All right, neat. Of you. You. And you. And now you can do a tier 4 beehive. Yay! Haha, nice. And it's time for a nap. Where'd my sleepy thing go? Oh, I bet I slept near the vacuum hopper. Alright, so now we should be good to... We're probably going to need to break into this thing a little bit. But that's not a big deal, right? We might want to block here for a sec so that I can place this, like... I notice when you shift-click these, they place opposite you, but if you normal-click them, they place facing you. And that should be pretty darn close to it. Now, do we still have another rack B? Sandy B. Quartz B. Quartz B is what we want, not another rack B. Quartz B and a glowstone B, right? Now, what kind of flowers do they like? Maybe they only like the nether flowers. Let's validate that before we go pop them in here. Quartz bees and glowstone bees. Quartz bees like mushrooms. Okay, that's good to know. And glowstone bees like flowers. Okay, That's also good to know, because that's what that means is we're going to need some mycelia, right? So we're going to need some mushrooms. And mycelium. You need 1 mushroom per. So let's get you cooking, go. So one of the flowers in that little area will be the mushrooms for the quartz bee, and the other one will keep flowers for the glowstone bee. And that'll be neat. Right? I think so. Cool. And then magnet. Let's re-equip you. Cool. And then we should be good to put our glowstone bee in here and our quartz bee, wherever I left him. There he is. And then they should happily pollinate, yes? And I feel like that's pretty cool. Alright, we do that. You're ready to be all smoked equals true. He did the thing! Did you see that? He did the thing! Alright, then we need another activator module. And we're going to need another puller. Which shouldn't be a big deal. And we will bind the puller. Hopefully this isn't too far, because there is a limit to how far they can pull from. Sweet. And then activator will be on the right. And that'll be that. So then as he produces honey, he'll be cool. Yeah? I mean, in my opinion, that's pretty neat. I don't know why Mr. Quartzbee is so lost, but he'll figure himself out, I'm sure. He's like, I'm just gonna spin in circles. Don't mind me, Direwolf. I'm a confused little bee. But, I mean, mushroom should be on the list of things you like to pollinate with, so... Eventually he'll cook, right? I mean, that's it. That's it. We're done. Yes? Now, the only other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move this guy to be more in the center of these two. So that's 1, 2, 3 blocks from there, and it's 1, 2, 3 blocks from there. So that's actually really well centered. And then, boom. Now, I mean, questions? Because I think this is really neat. So now if we ever get to a point where we're saying to ourselves, hey, I need more of X resource, all we got to do is pop a bee in there, right? I mean, neat. How many types of resourceful bees are there? I think there's a lot, actually. Yeah, look at them all. There's a ton. Generic bee. Click or right-click for more info. Neat. Oh, right-click gives you a lot more info. That's cool. He turns Skintling, Minecraft chicken, huh. I guess that's a generic bee reference that I don't know. But that's cool. There's a DW20 bee as well, I know that. Dire bee, how cool is that? We gotta look at apiaries too. Oh look, the thingy happened and I magneted it up. Yucca flowers. Ha! Somebody was watching my series and noticed how much I hated yucca flowers. So I think that's a reference to literally this series where I was like, I hate these yucca flowers so much. And you feed them bread to breed them into a dire bee. And he will make dire bee honeycombs. And you can mutate construction block powder into construction paste. That's cool. Construction block powder into a paste container has a 3% chance of giving you a full paste container. That's pretty neat. A 1% chance of giving you a tier 2 paste container. And what I assume is not really a 0% chance, but a just very low chance of getting a tier 3 container that's full. That's kind of neat. That's kind of neat. Why are you so dizzy, sir? What is going on? He is just very... Very, very dizzy. I don't know what that Quartzby is doing, but he's just ultra confused. Are there any other infos on the Dire Bee here before we wrap up the episode? Yeah, definitely only likes yucca flowers, because, of course, item mutations. Nice. That is kind of cool. Can swim. He will make the Dire Bee 20 honeycomb. And breeding, you have to combine a rocky bee with an osmium bee. And the Dire Bee honeycomb in the centrifuge makes bread at a 10% chance and a 1% chance to make a Dyer's patented 9x9 starter kit. 64 cobblestone. That is pretty cool. That is awesome. I love it. We're going to have to make a Dire Bee. You know that's a thing we're going to have to do. Now, I probably won't do the block mutation because I want to set up a whole one of these just for construction paste. But... Hey, is the bee, did he finally get his way in there? That's pretty nice. Go, Quartzby, go. Are you going to pollinate? I mean, he does valid with that type of thing, right? Quartzby, is that the right kind of flower for you? Is it only warped fungus? Oh, I thought it was any kind of fungus. My bad. My bad. We're gonna have to find some of those. We're gonna have to find some warped fungus. Alright, I'm gonna go do that between episodes. For now, Dog20 signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. I'll get some warped fungus in there to make Mr. Quartzby happy. And we'll come back next time and maybe look at apiaries. Alright, everyone, take it easy.